In honor of the Christmas season, I wanted to do something that may be extremely niche. So, 18s, I just need to know who has seen any of the Rankin Bass Christmas specials because today I will be doing casting Ateez as Rankin Bass characters. I don't know if these were classics for everyone growing up, but for anyone who doesn't know, Rankin Bass are really old stop motion movies from back in the day. They used to air them every year. I don't know if the kids know these days what the heck Rankin Bass is, but I was obsessed with it because it's fun. It's fun, it's festive. It's a little silly now as an adult, but I love it. So here we go. Okay, first up, Hongjung will be Rudolph. There is something, if you know anything about the Rudolph lore, okay? I'm not pretending to be the number one Rudolph fan out here, but like Rudolph is such a leader and he always wants to make everyone feel comfortable and wants to do right by everyone. So I just feel like Hongjung is going to be the leader. Next up is Yuno. Yes, I'm casting Yuno as Snow Miser, okay? You just have to get with it. There is a way that Snow Miser moves in his dance that I just... And maybe because he's the taller of the Miser brother, like, it's gonna be Yuno. Yuno could pull this off 100%. And since we just did Snow Miser, our Heat Miser will be Uyang. You just have to see the vision of, I guess Yuno and Uyang would be hot Miser brothers. You just have to see the vision with the red hair. If you have never seen a picture of Heat Miser, maybe you would have seen it at the very least compared to Niall. They used to compare this Niall's hair to this. And honestly, when I see Heat Miser, that is immediately what I think of. What you have to understand is that when I am choosing these selections, I am picturing them to actually be doing it. Like, I realize this is niche. Who's gonna write the Rankin Bass Ateez fanfiction? I could do it. I'm not going to. I think that would be a little bit random. But I'd read it if you want to. Seonghwa, I am casting to be Jack Frost. Also, do I just want his icy hair look back? Absolutely I do. However, I just think that the thing about Seonghwa, and it doesn't have to go off of personality of why I'm casting each person. Like, some of them are just like, I think it would be funny to like see them act as that, and some of them is like, they're kind of sweet like the character. But the whole thing of Jack Frost is that he hears a human girl say that she loves Jack Frost, and then he goes, wait, someone loves me, and then wants to become human. It's kind of giving like Little Mermaid-ish, even though she doesn't actually... No, I can't explain it. We won't get into it. If you've seen Jack Frost, you know. But I don't know. I feel like Jack Frost is such a sweetie, and I feel like Seonghwa is a sweetie. So that's why I would cast him as Jack Frost. Also, I said I would love the icy hair back. Okay, Frosty. Who do we think we're casting as Frosty? Personally, I'm casting Yosung. I just think Frosty is just, like, sweet and kind and, like, gentle, and I feel like... No one has thought about Frosty like this ever. Yosung from Ateez would be Frosty, a sentence that's never been spoken on this earth before. And if you have spoken that sentence before, let's be friends. But I just feel like Frosty is just a nice, like, entity to be around. And so is Yosung. I also do have other Rankin Bass characters that I would place him as, but I'm doing kind of the ones more people would know. There's, I forget what she is. She's like Lady Azura, or what the hell is her name? I wrote it down. Lady Borealis, or just Lady Boreal. I don't remember her name. She's the one who gives the powers to Rudolph to have his bright nose. And maybe if you knew the Rudolph lore, you would already know that. But because Yosung is very ethereal to me, but I wanted to pick someone who was in the general, like, you would know. You would know, you would recognize, you know who Frosty is. Everybody knows and loves Frosty. And if you got beef with Frosty, what did you do? Like, what happened? Because Frosty is just an angel, so you really got to do something to have beef with Frosty. And how did I get here?
I'm Yosung.
Okay, Yukon Cornelius will be San. Okay, you just have to understand that. You just have to understand that. Also, he's a prospector. He's searching for gold. I Googled what a prospector was because I remembered that he was a prospector, but I was like, what does a prospector do, actually? I haven't really, it's not something you think about often. Also, it just reminds me when San was in the grandpa costume for that one video. Also, San could be Santa, okay? Listen, hear me out. Santa. Thank you. Thank you. I'm waiting for your laugh. Just give me a pity laugh, please. But Yukon is just like a very kind and helpful soul, so I just feel like that's where we're gonna cast San as Yukon. Okay, now Kris Kringle, I'm making Bingy, okay? Hear me out on this. And it's actually funny. Like I said, I like to do a mix of how I would actually pretend Ateez were in a school play and you got to pick what play they did and what parts they did. Okay, this is what this is for me. There's both on personality and both on what I would like to see, which if you've seen any of my previous casting Ateez as videos, I love an evil Yuno. Didn't make Yuno evil in this. Well, is Snow Miser evil? I don't know that. There's more evil in the Rankin Bass universe than Snow Miser, but we can't get into that today. Nobody cares about that. Everybody's here for Ateez if they're here. The thing about Kris Kringle that I was like, you know what? That's kind of minky. I was thinking I'd put one foot in front of the other. I know, like, this is like it feels like such a random thing. But I feel like, what I love, getting to hear Mingy, whether it's maybe on his lives or maybe when he's had more one-on-one interviews, is he is just, like, I love hearing how he speaks about things and just life, like, and I just feel like, I don't know, like, put one foot in front of the other, like, I feel like Mingy would, like, really fuck with that message, okay? And that's why I chose him to be Kris Kringle. And last but never least, Jungho will be the Winter Warlock. So you just have to get this. Remember how I said that I like to cast people as evil because I just like to see it? Because Jungho mad, like, I won't say it. I'm sorry. Like, happy, mad, he's beautiful no matter what. It's just like, hello. Nevertheless, I wouldn't, if in my production of Santa Claus is Coming to Town, casting Ateez apparently, he wouldn't have all this stuff, which, no, the Winter Warlock is beautiful as he is, okay? I wouldn't put Jungho in the, like, crazy nose by any, like, why am I talking about this? Here's how I would dress Jungho if he was actually to play the Winter Warlock. But imagine him, okay, he's gonna be a Winter Warlock, but he's going to be wearing a full white suit because we know Jungho looks good in a suit, okay? You already know that. Blonde Jungho in a white suit. All right, we can't get into this, all right? But evil, okay? Personally, I'm sorry. Am I wrong for saying I'd like to see that? But if you know Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Kris Kringle does give him a toy train. He's always wanted a choo-choo train. And then he's like, oh my god, I'm going to become a nice person now. I'm not going to be an evil warlock who runs the forest. And we can't even get into the Rankin Bass lore of it all. If you have not seen Rankin Bass and you've watched all this way through, I'm sure you're very confused. If you are familiar with the Rankin Bass movies and also like Ateez, like I said, probably extremely niche, I would love to know, how would you cast Ateez in a Rankin Bass special? And whether it be you just want to see someone as that character or you just think they fit the character and their personality, I would love to know. There's so many different pair-ups that could be done, but I just thought these were really fun. I watch these Christmas movies every year just because they feel nostalgic and festive to me. And of course, what do I have to do? Make it about Ateez,